Who's here for the first time? First time you've ever been to a regional success training? Whoa! Big round of applause for you guys. Because I can tell you, 42 months ago, I was at my first regional success training. It was in Jacksonville, Florida. I can tell you, an event like this, which was basically these two sections right here, built my belief, passion, and conviction to the next level. I caught on to the vision. And 42 months later, we're here. We've impacted tens of thousands of lives. I can tell you when we started, we were going through what most people are still going through today as a result of the down economy or have gone through. I mean, we had the paparazzi calling us, knocking on our doors, not because we were famous, bill collectors. Repo Man took our cars. I mean, we went through what a lot of people have gone through. We were basically in survival mode. And you know, when you're married, you've got 3 kids, and you can't provide. You know, you can imagine the challenges psychologically that you have after it's going on for an extended period of time. And long story short, when I saw Vi, when I had the great fortune of being introduced to Nick and Ash, bought into that vision, they told me, if you want to get this going, go to a regional event. Load it up with people and watch what happens. And guys, we're here as a result, and a lot of what's happened has been as a result of these events, guys. So how many are fired up about this event today? How many wish you had more people at this event today? Guys, don't let that be the case come Louisville for our national success training. You want to make sure you are there, present, and number 2, you get as many people there as possible. And how you do that is from now till the end, till Louisville, you just start challenging and getting people on the challenge, getting people advancing, getting people into the system, getting people on product, right? And as a result of that, you'll have more people there because obviously if people are in, they're going to want to be there. And so what I'm going to talk about today is really running the play. You know, we saw earlier today, we heard about the products, we got some product education, you saw recognition, we saw folks going to be the regional VI champs. We heard about the compensation plan and how to make the money and whatnot. And I want to tell you how you run that play. I can tell you, 42 months ago when I got started, I've been in network marketing for over 16 years. So I had a lot of experience. I went through my years of learning and you know, finding those mentors and whatnot. And I share that with you because when I came to the table, not only did I have the desire, but I came with a teachable spirit. I knew that there was a system in place here, and you know, I wasn't going to reinvent the wheel. I basically had to find out what it was and run that play. You guys with me? Yes, you guys. Yeah. So I immediately recognized, number 1, that you know, you had to bring the desire to the table, but you had to bring that teachable spirit as well. And so I saw, like everybody here, I watched that Getting Started training, you know, and I started running those steps over and over and over again. And guys, that's our game plan. You know, I'm a systems person. You know, I think systems can be duplicated, people can't. And once I learned the system, I just started running that play, okay? So, you know, I can tell you guys, the system is designed for you to become a Rising Star Director, right? And qualify for free product in your first 7 days. How many days? 7. How many days? 7. Now you have 30 days, but we teach you to do it in how many? 7. Now guys, I'll tell you, the most important thing you can do as soon as someone gets started is press play on this Getting Started training. The Getting Started training video is at gst.vi.com. I'm sure you're getting a document that's being passed out that's explaining that. But the most important thing you can do as soon as somebody signs up is watch this video. I don't care if you sign them up on Facebook via text message and they signed up, you must, the next logical step right away with urgency is to watch this video. The second thing is to put every piece, every component into play. Now guys, you know, forward thinking, you know, as you're running your business, this is a duplication model. When people do as you do, not as you. So bottom line, everything you do or don't do is basically going to be duplicated, right? So if you're not doing this with urgency, your team's going to be like, you know, people are going to do as you do, not as you say. Now, I say that a lot, and we hear that a lot, and people say, well, not really. Well, you guys want me to prove it's right? No? Okay, next. You guys want me to prove it's right? Yeah! So get your thumb and your pointer finger, real quick, put it up in the air. Right in your forehead. Bring it down to your cheek. That is not your cheek. People do as you do, not as you say. So everything you do or don't do, guys, people will duplicate, they will emulate. So be very cognizant of the fact that you must be thinking, if I don't do this right, my the chances of the person I just brought in doing it right are very slim to none, okay? Second thing is urgency, guys. There's an urgency in the matter when you get someone started with the Getting Started training of going through everything right away so that it duplicates. You know, we have 7 days for this person to qualify Rising Star and 3 for free. And right now, guys, we're running a week-to-week play where we want to make sure by Thursday, you know, that new person is qualified so they can get that check on Monday. That's a significant difference in pay, and for that new person, it's everything, right? All of a sudden they get a $300, $400, $500 check, they're more excited than a $50 check, right? Or a $75 check. The difference between the two is urgency in running the play. You guys with me? Yeah. So number one, when we sit down with someone, we want to find out their goals. You know, obviously we're promoting a challenge, so I firmly believe you should be on the challenge to promote the challenge. What are your goals? Is it to lose weight? Is it to gain weight? What is it exactly? Identify it. Next, you know, explain to the person what 3 for free is. You know, you're on auto ship for a certain kit, and you need to get 3 people on that same kit or one higher, so your next month is free. Okay? Rising Star Director, you know, we've got to have a total of $2,000 in group volume. Everything that you've purchased, your customers have purchased, and your promoters, your whole organization, $2,000, and 3 promoters on level 1. How many? 3. How many promoters on level 1? 3. That's Rising Star. Once you do that, guys, you unlock the lifetime challenge bonus on that person. Now, guys, I can tell you the lifetime challenge bonus. Kyle Passetti was explaining the comp plans. I can tell you, as you build your organization and your organization matures, it will be the biggest portion of your residual check. So if you are not going to get paid on someone's lifetime challenge bonus, that can mean a lot of money down the line, guys. So you want to make sure everything's designed here, guys, for that new person to win, right? So you want to make sure this person's qualifying so that gets done, and it gets done within the first 30 days. Action step number 1, as soon as you go through all that, you want to shoot the video, right? And you know, right now we're challenging everybody, right? We're challenging people to lose 10 pounds with Project 10 Challenge. And what you want to do, this is what I've noticed, you know, when somebody signs up, chances are when they get in a car, all of a sudden they're thinking, what did I just do? Maybe they get home and their wife's like, are you kidding me? You did what? Right? And so if you can get them to go public right away, and all of a sudden they get some interest, well, now they start, you know, they have a rebuttal for, you know, whether it's something mindset-wise or that significant other. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have that new person record their challenge video. Who here's already recorded their video? Okay, Project 10 video. How many have recorded the Project 10 video? I love it. Well, if you haven't recorded your Project 10 video, as soon as we're done here today, you want to go out there. There's some scales out there, some nice backgrounds. You want to record your video. It's a 10-second video. It's not something long. You know, the first video that you want to shoot is challenge accepted. I just got challenged by Freddy Melero to lose my first 10 pounds with Project 10, and now I'm challenging you to do it with me. Guys, I don't know about you, but when you record this video, we don't have the time to do it right now, but when I record this video, when I do a training, there's not one person that can say what I just said without cracking up. You guys with me? Because you're like, this is ridiculous. First, for some people, it's like, this is ridiculous. I can't do it. Oh my, what are my friends doing? So all of a sudden, you're smiling. And guess what? When you send out this video, when you share it on Facebook, when you go public with it, it's not what you say, it's how you're reacting that's going to attract people to you. They'll be like, I don't know what they're doing, but they're having fun. I want some of that, right? You guys with me? So it's powerful. Obviously, the message attracts, and you know, you definitely want to record that Project 10 video. Second thing you want to do is you want to go public, guys. In public, you know, there's a high tech and high touch. High tech is basically, you know, nowadays, I don't know about you guys, but I tend to text before I speak to someone. Nowadays, you know, somebody calls me, I'm like, what's up, you know, or, you know, it's just, nowadays, you're multitasking and stuff like that. You communicate more through text before you actually get on the phone. And so, you know, you want to text out this information to folks so they can check it out. You want to put it on Facebook. And when you put it out there, you want to say, hey, I was just challenged to lose 10 pounds with Project 10. Watch my video, then go to this website so people can see some testimonials, and hashtag ViLife. Now, if you are a promoter, or if you're already a customer, you're not going to put this website, you're going to put your bodybyvi.com site, okay? The bodybyvi.com site has what results.vi.com has, only it's personalized to you, so if they decide to do it, they sign up with you, obviously it has videos, and obviously we encourage you to do that. Next, if you're going to do it in person, you know, you can say to someone, hey, I was just challenged to lose 10 pounds with Project 10, watch my video, and go to results.vi.com, check this out. So if it's on the phone, you know, you're just gonna connect with someone, you're gonna share with them exactly what's just happened, which is you just got challenged, and share that with them. And you know, when I sit down with someone, guys, I wanna know, who do they know? You know, I'm telling them, you know, the training says 25, but you know, if you want to qualify for your car, if you want to go further and faster, we've got to talk to every single person you know. Because at the end of the day, guys, the challenge is for everybody. You know, what we market, you know, meal replacements with shakes, cereal, cookies, it's food, right? So if somebody eats, they can take our products. Make sense? So I'm asking, who do you know, who do you know, who do you know? And you know, I start challenging them, like, who do you know that does this? Who do you know that does that? I'll probably ask them, you know, who do you know of influence, right? I'll say, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, who do you consider 8, 9, and 10? You being a 5, put yourself as a 5. Who do you consider 8, 9, and 10? Let's call them first. So I'll start categorizing people. I'll start, you know, telling them who do you want to call first. But I will tell you, I don't let people prejudge. Now, the reason I say that is because, has anybody ever been to a meeting that's already went by, looked to the right or to the left and seen somebody you know that you didn't call? Am I the only one? Guys, we have a message that is very, you know, a lot of people are looking, searching and praying for what we have. They don't know it exists. So when somebody tells them about it, and they see what it's about, they're game, right? But sometimes we get caught up on, well, I gotta lose 25 pounds before I call someone. Or I gotta get that BMW first before I let them know about this. Or I gotta get that big check before I go. And this is what happens. You're basically at a meeting, you're sitting down, and your friend Susan is at the meeting. The one that you were gonna call when you lost weight, had the car, had the big check, but you hadn't called yet because you hadn't lost the weight, had the car, or the big check, and you sit down, and you look and you're like, hey, what are you doing here? Oh my God. So she came because she just joined. And you're like, oh my, how do you feel when that person that you should have called, you wanted to call, you haven't called yet because shows up and they sit down next to you? How do you, you get all red, things come out of your nose, right? I mean, has it happened to anybody else other than me? So you're there and you're sitting down, all of a sudden they call all the top the people that have advancing ranks to cars and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, you're in your mind thinking, well, there goes it, nobody wants to do this, the one that I thought I was going to sign up, she's already in, and in your mind you're thinking, and all of a sudden, they call these testimonials, she gets up, and she goes, man, you should have called me, I would have signed up with you, and you're like, ah! She just signed up with somebody that signed up an hour before her, had no clue, you find out later. Guys, don't prejudge. All we do is we share a message. Obviously, we challenge people, but we're sharing a message. Our job is not to convince, is to share a message, to find those for whom the timing is right in their life that are ready, willing, and able to take action when? Now. But we don't know if it's the right time in their life unless we challenge them, right? So our job is to share a message. You guys with me? Yes or yes? So make that list, guys. Make that list. Break it down, but start calling people. Start challenging people. Start getting the message out. Start texting people and get it out. And as you go, guys, as you talk to people, as you meet people along the way, start building up your list. Start asking for referrals. Our message of the challenge is pretty fun. I mean, who's been challenging people with the word challenge, saying challenge? Anybody? You randomly just going up to people? Who's had success saying challenge and signing somebody up as a customer or promoter? Anybody? You over here? Tell us real quick what you did.
I just challenged somebody at the gym where I go, and we started talking. I said, I challenge you. And he said, challenge you what? I said, I want to lose 10 pounds. And if I lose the 10 pounds, I'm going to help a child. And that's what got the rest of the sign up when I said, you're going to help a child.
Awesome. Big congratulations. Awesome. Big round of applause. So guys, we have a message that's fun. I mean, think about, we're just sharing something. It's become a verb, this word, challenge, before it used to be like a noun, the challenge, now it's like we're challenging someone, right? And who can you challenge, guys? Everybody, right? You can challenge your friends, your spouse, neighbors, co-workers, groups of people, everyone, pretty much. The company right now has something called the Rockstar Challenge promo going on. Who has participated already and been challenging people? Basically, this in the month of January and now in the month of February, if you challenge 150 people, you get a t-shirt like the one you guys see there. And basically all you have to do is go to ichallengeyou.buy.com, download this tracker, and fill out the information, the names and the information of the people that you've personally challenged. And once you submit that in there, you'll get a t-shirt, amongst other things. I think there's a decal and some recognition in the magazine, but that's all you gotta do. And guys, I wanna recognize those that have already turned that information in, either in the month of January, in the month of February, that have become what we call Rockstar Challengers. If you are a Rockstar Challenger and you're in the room, I want you to come up real quick to the stage, on the stage, real quick. Big round of applause, put some music up, let's bring them up to the stage. Come on. So guys, these are folks that in the month of January or February have challenged at least 150 people. Big round of applause for them for taking action. This is what I want real quick. If any of you guys have enrolled 10 or more customers or promoters, any combination, as a result of challenging 150 people or more, raise your hand. Come on up real quick. Come on up real quick. The ones that raise their hand, come on up real quick. Share with us real quick, what you did and one quick story.
Actually, I just told them I challenged you. They asked me to what? I said to lose 10 pounds or gain 10 pounds. And by doing that, my father just joined the other day.
Boom, awesome.
I go to share.vi.com, take one of the pictures off of there that says I challenge you, post it straight to somebody's Facebook wall, say a little message saying hello, and I challenge you, and that's it.
How many of you enrolled?
10 or 11 so far.
Awesome, congratulations. Anybody else? So guys, big round of applause for these Rockstar Challengers. Who's going to be a Rockstar Challenger in February? Everybody, awesome. Well, big round of applause to these superstars here. Thank you so much. Awesome. Woo-hoo. Let's go. Don't be that guy.
That's what Team Awesome does.
Well, guys, as soon as somebody, as soon as you sit down with someone and you obviously, set the goals, you shoot their video, you go public with them, the next step is to book their challenge party. Remember, when you're going through a getting started training with that new person, the goal is to help them become a rising star director and qualify 3 for free for the pools. In how many days? How many days? How many days? So if you don't book a party within the first 4 to 7 days, can they qualify Rising Star or 3 for free? Probably not, right? They need to have their party booked within the first 4 to 7 days. Now guys, I'll tell you, the party, who here has not yet had a challenge party in their house? Good? Okay, so a challenge party, guys, it's very simple. When sometimes I sign somebody up and they're like, well, I need to go to a party before I can do a party. And I'm like, okay, let me explain this to you. Have you ever invited friends over on a Friday night to watch a movie? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So let me explain to you what a challenge party is like. When you invite your friends over to watch a movie, typically when they walk into your house, you have some music in the background, yes? You hand them a beverage to drink, whatever it is relevant to you, your friends, or whatever you're doing, right? You hand them a beverage to drink, and when you're ready to watch a movie, what do? You press play. That's a challenge party, guys. That's a challenge party. So guys, it's very simple. If you go to party.vi.com, you'll have all the documents you need, every component of the challenge party you need. I'll tell you, most challenge parties tend to be in the evenings after people come home from work. Have some upbeat music, If you put some Kenny G, people are gonna pass out, right? They're gonna go to sleep. You're gonna, put something with high energy, whatever is relevant to you and the group that you're targeting. It could be gospel music, it could be rock, it could be whatever it is. Put something that has an upbeat so that people are excited, they feel good, they're alert, and they get going. Make sure the shakes, guys, they taste good. I don't know how many times I walked into a house And as they're handing out the shakes, I turn, I'm like, no, take that back. Make sure they taste good. It's first impression is a lasting impression. And our shake tastes great, you know. For someone to butcher it, I mean, God, it happens, right? So make sure you make great shakes. Make sure you have some of the tools on hand. Make sure you have the newest video. Who's excited about the new video? 10 minutes, guys. By the way, right now, the Spanish video has also been updated. Anybody excited there? It's 10 minutes and 10 minutes as well, just like the English. It mimics the English version. Very powerful. You know, and one of the things that I'll tell you, apart from sharing stories, you know, I highly recommend you have someone in your support team call in, whether it's on a conference call. I've been using Skype a lot. I love technology because, you know, people like to see people eyeball to eyeball. And the next best thing is, you know, Skype, because people can see that person's face apart from hearing them, and you can even have interaction, right? You can have some dialogue with the person. So guys, it doesn't cost anything, it's free. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Skype app. There's another app called Google. I mean, there's all kinds of free technology you could use, and nowadays, more and more people have these smartphones and stuff like that. So if that's possible for you guys, I'll tell you, if you can have somebody there, that is very powerful. It works, it's almost the same thing as far as, you know, connecting with people and bringing that validation from somebody else, okay? And then obviously, guys, you know, enroll that person, welcome them, and go through this whole getting started training with them, guys. The most important thing you can do as soon as somebody signs up is watch that video and run that play with them. Got it? Make sense? Next, you know, you've shot that video, you start texting it out, you start getting the information out. Now you're going to follow up with these folks to invite them to your challenge party, right? You already set your date. You know, if today's Saturday, we're probably having a party on Tuesday or Thursday at 7 o'clock, right? So now we're going to follow up with these folks and we're going to say, hey, did you see my video or website of my challenge, right? If you recorded a video with someone in your support team, right? Who here has recorded their video, their challenge video with somebody in the support team? You can say, hey, the person you saw in the video is going to be there on Monday. Or if you're calling together, you can actually, you know, put that person on the phone. You know, we always used to talk about pre-party, and actually this is the pre-party. When you're following up with people, this should be done the next day, the day after. And I'll tell you, when I bring somebody in new, my job and our job is as soon as they sign up the next day, we've got to follow up with these folks. We've got to follow up with them and help them load up this challenge party so they have success. There's something about the first 48 to 72 hours when somebody gets started and reaching out to people and having some sort of success that makes or breaks a lot of people, guys. Urgency, you know, I think as Jim Rohn says, without a sense of urgency, desire loses its value, right? You know, the law of diminishing intent. You know, people are excited and all of a sudden they're not as excited, right? How do you combat that? You take action right away, right? So you want to make sure that this pre-party is done within the next day or two right away so that that challenge party is successful. You know, if somebody that you call says that, hey, you know, I haven't seen the video, then resend it, right? Resend the video, resend the link, I'll call you back. If they don't make the party, go to their house, you know, meet them somewhere, maybe a Panera Bread or a Starbucks, meet with them, take the party to them. And if they're out of town, obviously send them to events.vi.com to see where there's an event in their area if they need to go to one, or overview.vi.com to see the presentation, which by the way is in your bodybyvi.com site, right? So everybody know their full overview that we play at challenge parties is in your bodybyvi.com site? Yes or yes? So your personalized bodybyvi.com site, right? Whatever it is, username.bodybyvi, it has our overview video in English, French, Spanish, and now Deutsch, right? German. You know, as you can see, I'm moving around and I'm excited. I'm you know, motion creates emotion, guys. When you call people, walk around, pace around. There's something about when you're moving, right? And you know, I don't like to say this is sales because I think we're sharing something, but at the end of the day, somebody has to buy something. Sales is the transfer of enthusiasm. People don't know what you're talking about. Like half the people that I talk to, they're like, what's he saying? But they see you're excited about something, you're passionate about something, and they want that, right? I don't know what he has, but I want 10 of those, right? Give me 10. Nah. Right? So, you know, have confidence, get excited. You know, the objections, guys, I'll tell you, when people have objections, three-way call. You know, whenever somebody has a question, that's a great question. Let's find out. Introduce them to someone in your support team. If somebody has, you know, needs to hear, if somebody needs to know from somebody else, you know, they need some other validation or something, introduce them to your support team. I like to use three-way calls as soon as somebody asks a question. I use that excuse of, oh, that's a great question, let's find out. And I introduce them to someone in the support team and say, hey, so-and-so, you know, this is my friend Mary that saw the overview video and she's excited, but she has a few questions on the product, she has a few questions on the comp plan. Do you have a few minutes? I like to bridge people based on questions and to someone in the support team. So guys, third party is huge. People need to hear from other people that are not you and me. The reason a lot of us get excited here at these events is because we hear from other people that are not you and me, right? And we resonate with other people that are not you and me. So third party, guys, third party is huge. Use it all day long. It's free. And if you have a support team, guys, put them to work, right? So that's what these tools do. Next event, guys, you know, we built from event to event to event, and as soon as somebody signs up, obviously their challenge party is that next event, but there should be something locally going on. For example, I live in Miami. Anybody that I bring in Miami, we have a big challenge party. Anybody know anybody in Miami? Miami, Florida? We have a big challenge party in Miami on Monday night, and Nick Sarnicola is going to be there. So if you go to events.buy.com, you'll see in the calendar that there's a challenge party in Miami, 7 o'clock on Monday. That's where you would be sending people. If there's something going on here in Orlando, that's where you're sending them to. You know, we've got our vision call every Monday night. That's our corporate conference call that talks about what's going on with Visalis business-wise, as far as you know, building a business. You get all kinds of tools, recognition, and whatnot. That's every Monday night. Thursday night is more challenge and product focused. So you have the number there. And then our byline, which is like our sizzle call, which is in English, Spanish, and French, and I'm sure it'll be in German very soon. Guys, I'll tell you this. You know, 42 months ago when I got started, we were in dire straits. I mean, we were going through, like I mentioned, we were struggling. And I can tell you, when I saw this, it made a lot of sense to me. I thought the message was brilliant. You know, we're in a down economy. We're redirecting money from people's food budget into something less expensive and a lot healthier than what most people are having. If you refer it to 3 people, it's free. And when it's free, it tastes better, right? I mean, I don't know what they put in the formulation, but it just tastes better, right? And if you share it with enough people, if you challenge enough people, guys, you can get a car paid for, right? And if you get a car paid for, there's probably a couple other people that want one too, right? And if you help 12 people qualify for their car, what are you earning? 6-figure income, right? With a little bit of structure, you hit ambassador, you're starting to earn a 6-figure income. Some people say, well, I want a blackjack and a 6-figure income. Help a couple people do that too. You become a 5-star ambassador. You guys get this? We have a system in place. Okay, success in Visalis, success in any endeavor, any successful endeavor does not happen by chance, it happens by design. It does not happen by chance, it happens by design. We have a game plan in place to help you succeed, but guys, you've got to run it with urgency. It doesn't take a rocket science to sit down with someone and say, okay, watch this, okay, let's shoot a video, okay, let's text this to your friends, you know, let's book a challenge party in a couple days, and then, you know, let's call these people tomorrow, follow up to make sure they go to your challenge party. Guys, that's all we do, but we've got to do it with urgency. And think about it. Somebody gets signed up. They have their first challenge party. 3, 4, 5 people sign up. All of a sudden you go through a getting started training, you have 5 challenge parties. You help those people go through that same process. They have 3, 4, 5 people in their party that sign up too. How many parties do you have? Like 20 or 30. Can you see what happens if you have urgency and you run through every single component of this of the game plan? You know, with vital, you treat everything as very important. You guys with me? So I'll tell you, number one, you know, what is it that brought you here? Because I can tell you guys, if you have big dreams, if your heart's to help people, if your heart's to leave people better off than when you found them, welcome to Vi. Because guys, here, this is all about life, health, and prosperity. It's all about challenging people to become better, to improve their health, to look, feel, and perform better, to improve their finances, to improve their community. Guys, every time somebody loses 10 pounds, they're helping out a kid in need. Hello. If you don't care about money, you don't care about losing weight, do you care about kids? Do you guys get that? Yeah. Could you imagine the next regional success cycle that we have, when all of a sudden we have 20, 30, 40 kids here or more that were directly impacted because you guys took the Project 10 challenge, and in the process of improving your health and helping other people do the same thing, their lives have dramatically changed. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? guys, again, I don't know what brought you here, but I can tell you, dream big. You know, our life has dramatically changed because we caught on to this vision and we've not stopped. And I can tell you the next 42 months are going to be bigger and better. Here locally and now internationally, guys. Dream big. I tell people all the time, the only thing holding you back is the story you keep telling yourself and others of why you can't. Let go of that story, like Nick was saying. Let go of what's holding you back, guys. It's a choice. There's a lot of people praying for what we have and they have no clue it exists. This is not about us. This is about sharing the message and looking for those that are looking for what we have, guys. And that's why you don't have to wait till you lose 25 pounds, have that car, have that big check, because a lot of people are praying and looking, guys. Go out there and share it, guys. Share this challenge. Challenge people like you've never challenged before. And from now to the end of the month, guys, do everything possible to challenge those 150 people to be a rock star. Can I get a commitment from all of you guys out there that have not been rock stars yet, that you guys are going to be rock stars before the end of this month? I'm not convinced. Are you guys going to be rock stars before the end of the month? Yes or yes? Well, guys, I'm fired up, and I have no doubt that you guys will, and you guys are going to impact a lot of people. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys in Louisville, Kentucky for RST. God bless, and thank you very much.